right, now we're looking at algebra, exercise 3A. One of my favourite topics. Looking at exercise 3A, it's starting to use just a bit of that language that we do need to understand, all right? So it's just about knowing and reading these and making sure you can comprehend when I ask you a question in a test, you know what I'm asking you, okay? First of all, the word expressions, okay? They are made up of one or more terms. They're connected by adding or subtracting. Expressions are not equations, okay? Equations have an equal sign. That's the major difference between an expression or an equation. So 3a plus 7b is an expression. There's no equal sign, all right? So that's how you can tell the difference. A term is a group of numbers and letters, okay, that are joined together, and it's joined together with either multiplication or division. So 2x means 2 times x, that's one term. Y divided by 4 is one term. 5 times x squared is a term. A constant term is a number and it has no attached pronumerals, so it has no attached letters to it. So we call 7 a constant, or a -3 a constant. The word coefficient is basically a fancy word to say the number in front of the letter, okay? So it's the number that's in front of the pronumeral or the letter in the term. So 3 is the coefficient of y. So it's that number that's in front of the 3 and it's a +3. -4 is the coefficient of x because it's -4, that's in front of the x, so that's the coefficient. 1 is the coefficient of x squared. Notice there's just a plus. We have that imaginary 1. We don't write the 1 in our algebra here, so it's that imaginary 1 that's in front of the x squared. That's why the coefficient is +1. So as an example here, we've got the expression, there's no equals. It has 3 terms, the 3x, the 2y, and the 4. The 3 is the coefficient of x. The -2 is the coefficient of y. And 4 is what we would call our constant term. Please have this on your page of notes so that you can remember and cite this so in case you forget. We do need to remember our order of operations when we do substitution. So just remember that with substitution, there's BODMAS or BIMDAS, as you might know it as. All right. And we use the fraction line for divide, and we do not write the multiplication sign. So if it's 3 times y, it's 3y. Right, so let's jump into some questions. So we've got this first example here, in example 1 of 3a, where we are asked to consider the following expression. Now it asks us to state the number of terms that we have. We've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. So in this one, we've got 4 terms. The constant term is the number with no letter. So in this case, it's -2. Notice I took the sign that's in front of the number. It's -2. Now we're dealing with the coefficient of y squared and x, okay? So the coefficient of y squared is the +3. So the coefficient of y squared is 3. The coefficient of x is -4. And that's all you need. Now, most of these would only be worth 1 mark each. So 1 mark, 1 mark, 1 mark, 1 mark. So 1, 2, 3, 4. However, it's still 4 marks, okay? So it's worth having a good crack at it and making sure that